now we're going to look at the factors we need to consider when selecting a coach or assigning a coach. So for someone who leads with a red behavioural preference, they want a coach who is quite professional, business-like, a coach that will allow them to feel and remain in control by presenting a whole host of a range of options, a coach that actually respects their intellect. So they're looking for a coach who will stimulate that original thinking, a coach that, as I said, allows them to remain independent, to have some autonomy over the whole process. Coaches that also, though, can challenge when appropriate, coaches that can kind of show tough love when appropriate. They like to be able to debate issues. They look for a coach who can be quite resourceful and inventive, a coach that actually encourages that little bit of competitive feel within the activities that they do. If we compare that with perhaps somebody who leads with the yellow behavioural preference, then they want a coach who will have a very much more personalised approach, a coach that they feel is putting them at the centre of everything. They're looking for a coach who will be a really good listener because they really like to talk, and therefore they want a coach who is going to listen and not interrupt. They're looking for a coach who can take the discussion and relate it to opportunities and the future possibilities. So within the coach, they're looking for a coach who is imaginative, resourceful, open, supportive, again, offers them that freedom and flexibility. A coach who can talk about and encourages talk about complex concepts. A coach who will consider and enable consideration to multiple different interpretations and possibilities, that uses a variety of approaches and activities. But they also want a coach that is inspirational, is willing to have a bit of fun, can be quite humorous at times, friendly and inventive. So for somebody who leads with the green, they're looking for a coach who is a little bit, the difference from myself, from the yellow and the green behavioural preference is with the green behavioural preferences, they're looking for a coach who is a little bit more low key than the ray of sunshine, than the yellow would. So they want a coach who is friendly and open, a coach who listens carefully to what they're saying and picks up on all those nuances, the body language, the whole picture of that communication. They want a coach who can offer practical information and reassurance and support throughout the coaching process. So they look for a coach who is experienced, who is practically minded, who provides that support and reassurance, who is open to the coachee going at their own pace, who is willing to share their own past experiences, who offers praise, who offers a structured kind of methodology, gives clear expectations. And a coach who allows collaboration with other people who are facing similar tasks. Going back to that, greens like to feel part of a group, part of a team. They'll like that sense of belonging. And someone who leads with the blue, well, they want a coach who is honest, is upfront. They provide details, facts, information that is relevant and specific to the situation being discussed or worked upon. They look for a coach who they consider to be experienced, professional, competent. They look for a coach who is organised and systematic in their approach, a coach who will focus in on the detail of the specifics of the development need. So they're looking for a straight talking, open, honest, detailed person, somebody who is not afraid to say it as it is, and somebody who will give both the, if you like, the pros and the cons, the rights and the wrongs, the do's and the don'ts, who will provide that kind of balanced approach.